Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Dolphins going up against the Raiders. Now let's get you out to Sun Life Stadium where Jim Nantz and Phil Simms have the call.
There's plenty of electricity in the air here today as we welcome you to a wild card matchup here on EA Sports.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Wild Card Weekend around the National Football League. We've got a pair of divisional winners and a pair of wild card teams, and it's postseason time, the most exciting time of the year, Phil.
Yeah, we think the regular season's pretty exciting. We see it every year, but then it comes playoff time, and we go, wow, this is even more exciting. For these football teams today, don't try to be too creative. Don't reinvent yourself. Do what got you here to the playoffs. And, of course, the team that can do that without turning it over is going to be the team that's going to win this game today.
The Dolphins are back deep, waiting to return the kick. The Raiders setting up here for the kickoff. Here we go. The playoffs are underway. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. So we've got a young quarterback with some experience stepping onto the field today for the first time.
Yeah, he's got a lot of talent, and it's just a matter of time until he takes that experience and matches it with all of his talent and becomes one of those guys that we say, hey, the game is going to hinge on him. I think he's very close to that.
The Dolphins come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. Going deep. Very nearly intercepted.
Here's the group that perhaps has the game's biggest assignment, the offensive line. That leads us to second down.
Let's go.
Takes it on the counter. He's taken down at the 23. As we get a look at the defensive starters, this secondary will certainly need to be on point here in the passing game. This is third down.
The Dolphins have to get to the 33 for a first.
From the gun.
To the outside. The catch is made.
Well, the corner route. Some people call it the corner route. They call it a flag, run to the flag of the end zone, or a 7 route. Odd numbers break out. That time we see a nice route by the receiver and a good throw by the quarterback.
The Dolphins in the pistol.
Let's go.
The Dolphins have it at the 39. And this will end up as a 2-yard loss.
Got to give the defense credit here, Jim Nantz. Good job on the option play. They just attacked the offense. The quarterback kept the football, but there's nowhere to run, and he lost yards.
It's now second down.
The Raiders with a nickel look here on defense.
The defense gets a sack.
The Dolphins' offensive line could be in for a long day based on that one.
Yeah, bad job that time. They give up the sack. But look, when you talk about this offensive line, they're pretty good. So I think they'll just find a way to get it done. They still should have a nice, solid day.
Let's go.
Drop back, shotgun formation. Looking across the middle, and there's a drop.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
Looking for a lane on the return.
Tackled right around midfield. And here's a quarterback coming onto the field who has plenty of experience under his belt.
Yep, there's no doubt. He is the man in charge, and he shows it just the way he handles himself. And that's why he plays so well. That's why he's in this game today.
First down at the 50. Gets the handle here. He'll pick up 7 this time. And that's the type of run I think this offense would take all game long, Phil.
Oh, would they ever? They would love this. This is showing your dominance here. The offensive line doing a good job, but also solid job by the running back picking up some good yards.
Second down, 3 for the first.
Then picks up about 3.
Here's a look at the offensive unit that needs to get off to a strong start today. The defense looking for one more stop here on third down after that run.
Let's go. Handoff made. Picks up 8 here.
So many times you watch football games and coaches just give up too early on the run game. Well, they'll keep it going today. After that run, decent pickup by the running back.
Let's go. The Raiders from the 32. The Raiders get a first down.
My gosh, the wide receivers in the NFL now, it's incredible. It's not that you have one. Every team has 2 and 3, and some have 4. Good job that time by him hauling in that pass.
From the shotgun. With 2 hands, he has it. The Raiders now move the chains.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
Let's go. First and goal from the 9. Throws the pass. Rings it in for the score in the end zone.
What a great job by the offense getting on the board. And, man, that'll get rid of some jitters here in the wild card round. You're nervous? Playoffs. Take that football down there and score. That'll settle those nerves down.
The Raiders for the point after. Inside of the uprights. The Raiders are ready to kick it away.
Fields the football at the 3. Dolphins heading back out there on offense, hoping to improve on their last possession, which ended rather quickly with a punt.
Yeah, I think what they got to do, they got to come out and be a little more creative, get the defense off guard, make them think over there. That was too generic what they did on the offensive side. If you want to score, show some ingenuity.
The Raiders lined up in the nickel. The Dolphins have it at the 24. It's wide open. He's in the clear. The 30, the 20, the 10, in stride, and he's home for the touchdown.
There is nothing like getting a long running play for a touchdown. When you do, you just feel like you're stealing something. It takes good blocks, but most importantly, it takes a talented running back to get it done, and this team definitely has one.
Now ready to kick it off as we have a tie game here. Scores 7-7. He'll take it from the 1. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Dolphins defense, let's see where they are mentally here, Phil, after allowing a touchdown.
Well, they got to have some motivation after that last drive. It was so poor. It's about discipline. We didn't see it from their defense. So this time, go out there and just do your job. You can't play zone coverage against this quarterback. He knows it's zone, and he's going to find the open throwing lane, and he gets it done.
The Dolphins defense now is going to go nickel. The Raiders from the 27. Catch made. And the tackle is made at the 41. That's another reception, giving him 2.
This tight end's very talented. He's a good run blocker and also a good receiver. Makes a nice catch on that throw.
From the gun. Makes the catch. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
The Raiders did a good job there on first down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now second and short. Much easier to call those kind of plays.
Second down after that pass play. He's wide open for the grab. He's brought down.
Well, he's got talent. This receiver can make the catches when you throw it his way. And I think his talent, the way offenses are designed, and the rules of the NFL, it makes guys like him almost unstoppable.
First and goal. Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact. This defensive front is so often disruptive and in the quarterback space. The football sits at the 3. Second and goal from the 3. What a catch. Touchdown.
Tight ends are so valuable down on the goal line. They're able to maneuver inside. Easy to get defenders to run into each other to get open to score.
The Raiders with an extra point try on the way. Add the extra point. The kick is good. The Dolphins are back deep, waiting for the kick return. He'll have a chance to take off. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Dolphins offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
They bring in the extra tight end. The Dolphins from the 27. They'll mark him at the 29.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
Second down and 7. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made, and the first down is picked up.
As we've seen today, this is a team that's dedicated to the run, and it's paid off with some very good stats on the ground.
Well, it shows you what the coach thinks. He believes in running the football, and when you believe in it, what happens to your football team? They become tough, and they have shown that toughness here today. That's why they have such a good ground game going.
He's churning ahead.
He's got over 130 rushing yards today.
The defense, when they watch this tape tomorrow, they are going to get their rear ends chewed out. Look at the broken tackles that time by the running back.
That long gain sets them up here on this play.
That's a gain of 10.
Jim, the defense gives up the first down that time inside the red zone, but there's only so many things the offense can do. Let's see if they can hold them.
That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line. Tackles made.
Let's go. 38. 38.
Second and goal from the 4.
They are in the backfield in a hurry and will bring him down for a loss behind the line of scrimmage.
Can they call a play the defense hasn't seen yet to this point today? So it's third and goal. Touchdown ties it. I can't wait to see what the offense decides to do.
Get ready. 38.
Third and goal at the 5.
He'll throw it over the middle. Touchdown, Miami Dolphins.
They've tied the game as this first quarter is winding down. I'm sure they're thrilled not to have to start the second quarter facing a stiff uphill climb.
Oh, absolutely. You got to be thrilled to be tied at this spot right now. The defense has been a little shaky here early in this football game, but the offense, great job of bouncing back and getting a TD.
The Dolphins with a PAT to tie the contest.
Driving extra point is good.
The Dolphins really showed their strength on that last drive, piling up over 70 yards rushing. Takes it from the 2. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Raiders will try to continue this scoring onslaught as a shootout has developed on both sides of the field.
I have a little advice for the offensive coordinator. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Keep the pedal to the metal. Your players are playing great, and let them keep rolling.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down. Set up screen. They break through. Tackle him behind the line.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
Third down and 13. Looking across the middle. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. Here's the first snap after the big play. Out of the gun. Makes the reception. Gets about 9 on the play. Mark him down for another reception.
The Raiders coaching staff has done a good job of mixing things up today on first down. The pass catches the defense off guard. They pick up solid yards. Now it's second and short.
We'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Good throw and good catch right on the sideline.
Don't see enough of this in the NFL anymore. The out route. Everybody's afraid to throw it. They want all those little safe dink and dunks inside. But that is a nice throw and catch by the quarterback and wide receiver.
Has his target.
That's a good job by the receiver running the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
Get ready.
Second down, 4 to go. Throws the pass. 2 hands on the football and has the catch.
Well, these tight ends in the NFL now, they make the catches down the field. They're fast. They can do it all. And everybody is looking for that all-in-one. A guy that can block at the line of scrimmage, who can catch the football well, and has the speed to make it happen once he catches it.
Going for the deep ball. Almost intercepted that time.
That's what you have to do as a defensive back. You got to wait to the last second. Wait till the receiver uses his hands. And once they go up, put your hand in between them and knock that football down. What a play.
And they deck the quarterback.
Every defense is looking for somebody to hit the quarterback, and the best person to do it is the defensive end. What a good job that time by him.
The Raiders' offense is still out there as we get the second quarter underway. The line of scrimmage, the 35. Raiders need to get to the 19 to pick up a first down.
Looking to go deep. And intercepted. And he's brought to the ground.
Maybe that pick will be a momentum builder for this team at the start of the second.
Well, I know the offensive coordinator sitting over there going, I sure hope so. So he's not happy the way his team has played on the offensive side so far. Give him a play, catch the defense by surprise, and get this lead.
Slashes to the left side. And pick up about 4.
A very close game to this point, but if you look at the rushing numbers in a tie game, you love seeing a running back that is having it his way.
They have run the football so well, you have to just sit back and say sooner or later they're going to fake that run and throw the football down the field and get a big play, because I think it's there.
And in for the touchdown. That touchdown partner puts them in front here in the early part of the second quarter.
Yeah, it's nice. They scored that touchdown. The defense has got to be kicking themselves because they did not play well or smart on that scoring drive.
The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. He's got a chance to return this one.
And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
The Raiders offense back on the field, trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Second down and 7. The give. And that's a 2-yard gain.
You got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They were all over the run that time, and they only give up a short gain.
The Raiders will line up. The first down markers right at the 31-yard line. Has his target.
And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
Well, they may be down on the scoreboard, but they have to be feeling very up about the way the passing offense has been working to this point, Phil.
Yeah, they'll be happy about the offense when they go in at halftime. The coach is going to look at them and go, good job. But he's going to turn all of his attention to the defense, knowing they must play better to give them a chance to win this game.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play. Back to the ground. Good for only a yard.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
Third down following the run. He has the grab. Keeps his legs moving. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
A lot of people have to do a good job on play action passes for them to work. And this time, watch the running back. Nice job selling the fake, and it helps the QB.
First and 10. He reaches up and grabs it. How about how high he went up in the air to get that one?
Unbelievable job that time. And again, that's part of every offense now in the NFL. It wasn't like that when I played. We didn't have guys that could go up and make catches like that.
The Dolphins defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
And he hauls it in. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Well, Jim, I always say it's about deception when you're playing offense. That time, the play action fake by the quarterback was so good that defense didn't even see that he still had the football, and he throws it down there for a nice completion.
Reaches out and grabs it. That's reception number 4 for him.
There is nothing like having a great tight end on your offense now. There's so many things you can do with them. Remember, they're in the middle of the field. They can go down the middle. They can go outside. They can go short. They can go across. They can go out. Tough to cover the tight ends in this league now.
That picks up 11.
Jim, they got momentum on their side right now. They are making everything work. That was a nice play. They pick up another first down, and they got a good drive going here.
First down at the 15. No room to complete that one.
Well, the quarterback can't get him open. He threw to the right guy that time, but the coverage was so good by the defense, nowhere to get the completion.
Second and 10. Diving grab or give him the catch.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
Defense ready in the goal line formation on this one. Handoff out of the eye. Play after play after play here on this drive. And now he'll surge ahead.
This will be interesting to see how the defense plays this situation. They're up a touchdown. Will they be aggressive or play it safe? I know one thing. If they give up 3 points, they'll be very happy.
Third and goal. Here's the quick toss. Over the line. Touchdown. Midway through the second quarter, and they've managed to tie this game.
Yeah, you know what happens when you tie a game up in a situation like this midway in the second quarter? It just gives you confidence in everything that you prepared to do during the week of practice. So both teams got to be feeling good. This should be fun to watch.
And this will be coming out to the 20 as he thinks better of running it out of the end zone this time. The corners retreating. First down at the 20. Looking for some daylight up the middle. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
The Dolphins snap it at the 31. He's tackled right at the 36.
Well, when you can run as fast as he can, every once in a while when they put those arms around you, that's not going to be enough. Good job of breaking that tackle.
Let's go.
The Dolphins snap it at the 36. Back to him. And he's going to be tackled right around the 37. It'll be third down. The Raiders with a nickel look here on defense. Catch made. That's a timeout by the defense. Coming to the line at the 38. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. To the ground. Brought down at the 32.
when you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The Dolphins from the 32. Ends up picking up 3 yards.
I guess you'd say he's like a quarterback. You can't complete them all. And this running back, he can't make every run spectacular. Nowhere to go, so only gets a couple yards this time.
The Dolphins have it at the 29. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
That time, nice job. Offensive line gives him a little hole, and he gets in there and shows his toughness and picks up the first down.
First down at the 27. They call his name again. Touchdown, Miami. And a second touchdown on the game. And as we near the half, the lead now is theirs thanks to that touchdown.
Yeah, you know, look at that. Just think about how much that changes the mentality of both teams. One now all psyched up and emotionally feeling great. And the defensive side, oh my gosh, they are down and have to be disappointed about how they played on that drive.
And the extra point is good. The Dolphins kicking team comes out. Their offense now has some time to rest after picking up over 50 yards on the ground on that last drive. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Raiders offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for him. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out, and they got it done.
First down here after the completion.
On the money. Taken down at the 39. That's his fourth catch of the day.
Oh, there's nothing like a play-action pass. When the offensive linemen make it look like it's a run, the linebackers are all near the line of scrimmage and easy to throw it down the field for that completion.
The Raiders now move the chains. Big and open. That's what this tight end's been today, Phil.
Yeah, we see it more and more. Tight ends getting the football from their quarterbacks. Why? Because they're going against linebackers. They're faster and usually bigger than the linebackers. That's matchups you love on the field.
First down at the 23. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Oakland Raiders. Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. The Raiders can tie it up with the point after. Makes the PAT. The Dolphins will get the ball back in a tie game. First half coming to a close. Scores 28-28. The Raiders ready to boot the football down the field. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. When looking at the day this running back has had, we've seen his ability to turn 3- and 4-yard runs into something way more than that.
A lot of running backs that go in there and get a couple yards, Jim, but it takes a special running back to go in there and take advantage of what is given to him and then get the extra, and that's what this running back has done here today.
The Dolphins are going to line up. Close game, second quarter. The score's 28-28. The Dolphins take it from the 28. Screen has his man. He's going to be swallowed up behind the line.
Holding offense.
The defense will take the penalty.
The Dolphins now come to the line. Second quarter of a tie game. Scores 28-28. First down at the 18. The catch is made. And that's good for only a yard or two.
That's a timeout by the D. Pass complete, but did not get them the first, so it's second down now.
Let's go.
Takes it from the gun. He's got the catch.
He's going to be tackled right around the 21-yard line.
And the timeout is called, so we're going to take a quick break and return in just a moment.
So they get the reception, but it's not enough to move the chains. Third down coming up.
Let's go. Grab 38. Grab 38.
They'll go ground.
He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
You get the sense that the temperature in this game is rising just a bit. It's been an eventful first half for both of the offenses, and the defenses, well, they finally show up here. This one in particular with a stop on third down.
I thought we had the makings of a song there, the temperature is rising. I thought you were going to start singing to me. But look, if you like offense, you would love this game so far here. But finally the defense stepped up. I like the way they played that third down.
The Raiders hope to put up a few more points before the end of the first half. An action-packed first half of football.
Well, I don't see why they can't. They're getting no resistance from the defense. In fact, both of these defenses have been awful here in the first half. Man, they just got to play better.
Comes down with the defender tips it out.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good. The football falls incomplete.
Let's go.
Second down and 10.
Pulls it in.
Steps out of bounds.
Third catch today so far.
Well, but there's under 2 minutes to go. Good job by the offensive ball carrier that time. He knows he can get no more yards. He steps out of bounds to stop the clock.
This play set up by the long gainer. Should have had it.
Well, it's tough when you're a quarterback or a coach and you see a receiver drop a pass because we know it's hard to design plays to work. It's hard to get open in the NFL, but don't get down. The game is not perfect. Find a way to get the football.
Intercepted. There's a flag out. They bring him to the turf.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense.
The Raiders lined up in the nickel.
Get ready.
Now first and 10. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And that's a gain of 9.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
We're heading to halftime. You have to think both defensive coordinators are livid right now. We'll see if they can make adjustments. Larry Ridley is coming up next.
Thanks, Jim, and welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Dolphins are having trouble slowing down the passing game. The Raiders, though, should be credited because they showed last week they can pass the ball very well. All right, let's roll the highlights. Raiders have it at the 9. Middle of the field, the pass will be caught. And after the short pass, he'll score, giving them an early lead. Dolphins have it midway through the first. This run stays up the middle here, and nobody can stop them on this long touchdown. The Dolphins tie it up at 7. Raiders line up at the 3. The catch is made after a quick pass, and it ends up working for a touchdown. That puts them up by a touchdown. Third down from inside the 10. The quick pass and completion is made. He caps off the 7-play drive with a score. We're brand new at 14. Offense out now following the INT. Completion will be made here to a wide open man and ends up working for a touchdown. Dolphins is up now by 7. Third down from inside the 50. They'll go with their run here, and they cap off the drive with a TD. Raiders tied up at 21. Dolphins have it at the 27. They'll go with the run here, and he'd cap off the 8-play drive with a TD. The Dolphins up by a touchdown. Raiders lined up at the 23. Here the pass is completed into coverage, and this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. We're tied up at 28. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Miami for the start of the second half.
And we're back now at Sun Life Stadium. The start of the third quarter. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. The Raiders offense will try to set the pace early here in the second half with this game tied, Phil.
Yeah, they're going to try to set the pace, but look, on the other side, this defense is aggressive. It's tough. I think the defense is going to get after them and maybe cause a turnover right here.
Looking at these numbers now, you see the big target like this, getting back in the swing of things. Phil, a week ago, he was basically shut out, and today he cannot be stopped.
Well, we see a lot of smiling faces, don't we, on the sideline. The coach is happy, and, of course, the quarterback, he's the happiest guy of all because he loves his tight end target.
We have a tie ball game, Phil, but this is a quarterback who has had it his way all day long, and he wants the football in his hands at the end.
Oh, of course he does, because everything is going his way. When you see a quarterback this hot, of course we know he's not doing it all by himself. The offensive line, they've been outstanding, and the wide receivers, they are going and getting that ball.
After the incomplete pass, it's third down. Snap it out of the gun. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands.
Good job by the defense. They're well-taught, well-schooled by the defensive coordinator. They know in situations like this, if it's thrown short of the first down marker, they're good. They come up, make the tackle. Now we have fourth down.
And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
Very lucky that time on that punt return. The coverage was outstanding, and the returner's just lucky he didn't fumble the football.
The Dolphins come out onto the field, now looking to get something positive going here to take the lead in this game, Phil, as we start the second half.
Yeah, they would like to do that. Of course, you always want to take the lead, but when you get into the second half and you get on top, man, that starts to put the pressure on the other team. So that's their thinking. I think they will come out here and be very aggressive to start the second half.
The Dolphins take it from the 28. Got a big lane. Slides down.
Good job that time by the quarterback sliding. The team, you are valuable to them throwing the football, not running. Slide before you take that hit.
The Dolphins come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. That's reception number 2 for him.
That's a really good throw and catch, and they get the first down, Jim. That's what you want to do. Pick up that first down. Now you give your offense 3 more opportunities.
The Dolphins take it from the 43. And they bring him down at the 38-yard line.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Second down and 5. And it's swatted away. It's third down coming up. The Dolphins line up, split backfield. Out of the shotgun formation. The Dolphins get a first down.
When you play zone coverage, the quarterback might have to hold the football just a little longer But these guys nowadays, when you play zone, they know how to throw and catch and get it done.
The Dolphins take it from the 33. Running room. Gains 18. The offense picks up another first down and extends this drive.
They are, Jim. They're marching down the field, and I give all the credit to the offensive line. They are dominating the defense right now.
First down and 10. They'll go ground. Miami in the end zone for the touchdown.
In the end zone for the third time. And at just about the midway mark of the third quarter, they are out in front thanks to that touchdown.
When you score a touchdown somewhere in the mid-third quarter, what that does for your football team, you start thinking about ways that we can close the deal so we can find a way to get this game over with and still be in the lead. It's up to the defense. Be aggressive and make it happen.
They're setting up the return.
And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Raiders didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic, wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but yeah, that was pretty easy.
First down at the 45. Line to the left. And the tackle is made at the 48-yard line. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
At it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out incomplete.
You might as well catch it because you're going to take the big hit no matter what. That time, the receiver lets the ball go because he was worried about the defender making the hit.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. Got the completion. No one's going to get him now.
The 10 going to take it home for the touchdown.
And by getting it into the end zone, they've evened the score with just about a quarter and a half still to play.
Yeah, nice job. Wasn't that, Jim? That was fun to watch and to see this team under the pressure trying to find a way to tie it up, and they come through and they get it done. Exciting stuff.
The point after is good.
The Raiders were very effective on that scoring drive, especially via the pass. Over 50 passing yards on that scoring drive. Taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30.
The Dolphins offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, just look at them, Jim. The way they run on the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. And when you got a confident football team, man.
Ball is out, and it's a takeaway.
That brings the play to an end.
Phil, that could prove to be a costly mistake, but credit to the defense here in the third quarter for forcing the fumble.
Yeah, Jim, you're right. Give all credit to the defense. They came out, had the right defense called by the defensive coordinator, and they made it happen.
Before we go any further, they're going to take another look at the last play.
So they're looking to see if the ball came out before the knee was down.
I think when you look at these plays, most of the time it's pretty easy to determine. Jim, you know, it's just always a clear shot. When that knee hits the ground, you can freeze that shot and determine if it's a fumble or down by contact.
Review the play. The ruling on the field is reversed.
They went to the booth, and it was not verified. midway into the third. Makes the catch, but didn't get the feet down. Incomplete.
Seeing these stats, Bill, you really look at them and have to go, wow, because both teams are just playing so well on the offensive side of the ball.
I know that's what the fans are doing. They love these type of games. High scoring, a lot of action. They're having a good time. I know this. The defense, it's the other way around. They are having an awful time.
Trying to power his way right up the middle. One team's running the football, the other is passing, but both are working with their game plans.
Yeah, they both are working. As you look down there on the field, one set of running backs are really happy. On the other side, the wide receiver group, they're really happy. So as long as you get it done, that's all that matters.
He'll take the snap from the gun.
Got drilled as he throws it.
And you know, with these two offenses really lighting things up through 2.5 quarters, you'll take a defensive stop anywhere you can get it.
Well, I think, I'm not being sarcastic here, but maybe the offense just got tired. They've been doing so well, they just couldn't keep that pace up. But, hey, let's give the defense some credit. Good job.
It'll be a touchback.
The Raiders, what can you say, Phil? Maybe I'll use your word. The juxtaposition of that team we saw in the first half versus the second half. What's happened?
Well, I'll talk about it, but I don't know what it means. But I'll just say this. It is a good turnaround, and I like seeing games like this. Finally, the defense is standing up and making some plays. Mr. Justin Position.
The Dolphins defense now is going to go nickel.
2nd and 8.
Brings it in. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down. I don't think anyone's surprised when you look at the numbers. Here's a quarterback who is so good at just standing in the pocket and dominating that defense.
There's a group of quarterbacks in this league that every single week they just seem to get it done. Of course, it's the teams they're on, they have talent, but the quarterbacks themselves are just so good. When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Let's go.
2nd down and 1.
He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
They'll go shotgun here. Makes the reception. And picks up maybe 3 or 4.
Being a go-to target, Phil, I think you would say every quarterback needs one. In fact, one just like this guy.
Well, I know this. They need one. I know they all want one. And as a wide receiver, some guys, it doesn't matter if you double-team him every single play. They just have the knack and the talent to find a way to get open.
2nd and 6. Has the grab.
Stiff arms to stay on his feet.
There are so many players down the NFL that are good. How about this tight end? He has got so much talent. That time he hauls in the pass, it just makes it look so easy.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
Well, when you have a tie game and you're down in the red zone, you can do whatever you want. You can.
In his hands, complete, touchdown. And with the 4th quarter fast approaching, that touchdown puts them in front.
And what they did with that touchdown, they just put all the pressure on the opponents. The offense, they're going to feel that pressure when they go out there. Let's see if they can handle it.
An extra point is good. The Dolphins are back deep, waiting to return the kick. across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Dolphins found themselves in an action-packed first half all around, but certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Yeah, why did they change? My gosh, it worked so good in the first half. You got to come out and stay aggressive. In this league, it's about scoring and just keep the pedal to the metal.
Second down here after that run play. For this play, they'll go with two tight ends. They'll run it here. They'll meet him this time behind the line.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get third and long, I'll tell you what catches a defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
Out of the shotgun. Launching it deep. On his way. The 20, the 10. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown. They've tied it up with that touchdown, and it looks like these teams are on level terms as we go into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they are. Boy, this turns everything around. Isn't it amazing? It's tied, but the team that just tied it up, they got to be feeling a lot better than the other team right now.
The Dolphins will tie it up with this extra point. It's good. The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. The Raiders haven't enjoyed nearly the same kind of success offensively in the second half as they did in the first, Phil.
Jim, I think they just got tired. They were having so much success going up and down the field, they tired out. But, hey, give the defense a little credit. They're playing much better here in the second half.
He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Handoff. And he's tackled at the 30-yard line.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go. And they stop him for a short gain.
3rd and 1. Gets the handle here. And he's tackled down at the 36-yard line.
Well, everybody talks about the pass in the NFL. When it's 3rd and short, you got to man up and be tough and strong. Nice job that time by the offensive line. They let the running back get in there and pick up the first down. Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
From the shotgun. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
Headed to the 4th, and this game is all tied up. Which defense will make the big stop that could put its team in position to win the game? We'll find out in just a moment. We're about to get the fourth quarter started. We've got a high-scoring tie game on our hands. What do you think here, Phil? Was this an overtime game in the making?
Well, I think it's been fun to watch. No doubt about it. It's been fun to call. And the way they're scoring here today, I don't see it going into overtime, because if you give either one of these offenses just a little bit of time, they're going to go down the field and find a way to get some points on the board.
The Dolphins defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. And gains maybe 4. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
3rd and 3. The Raiders now move the chains.
when you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
1st and 10. Has his man. Brought down at the 26.
Well, when you play this type of defense where you play cover 3, in other words, you have 3 defenders playing one in the middle, one right, and one left. Well, the weakness of that defense is going to be underneath. So slant patterns, they're pretty easy against this cover 3.
What a drive this has been.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. Makes the catch. Gets about 9 on the play.
That time the quarterback throws the drag route. It doesn't get a first down, but still it's a good decision by him. The throw was right on target, and it picked up solid yards. Always manage the football game. You got to be thinking about it all the time if you're the quarterback. It's a tie game. You're down in here in the red zone. Be careful with the football. You at least want to get 3 points out of this. Nice job that time by the offense getting the first down inside the red zone. And it's a good thing they got a quarterback with a strong arm because you got to throw into some tight spots in the red zone.
And he's thrown to the ground.
You're talking about a bonus. When you get a defensive tackle that can get in the backfield and sack the quarterback, that is something special. Great job that time by the big D tackle.
From the gun. Scrambling now. Marching down the field and taking their time. The Dolphins with a nickel look here on defense. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Brings it into his body.
One of the better talented tight ends in the NFL. He makes that catch just right in stride and gets a nice catch.
Should be an easy one here. No doubt about it. Put 3 on the board. The clutch kick here late in the game gives them the lead, and now they'll rely on their defense, Phil.
I'm going to say this to the defense. Go out there, play fast, play hard, and the defensive coordinator, take a chance. Go ahead and blitz the offense and see if they can handle it.
That return is good for about 27. The Dolphins bring their offense back onto the field. Touchdown drive the last time they had it as they attacked that secondary.
They sure did. They threw the football well on that last drive. And now I would think as an offensive coordinator, they're thinking pass on the defensive side. Switch it up. And I think you can catch them with some good runs here. The Dolphins running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards. Take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
The Dolphins take it from the 23. He's got the catch. Just look at what the quarterback has done in this game, but it's not enough at this point to be leading in this game, Phil.
Yeah, he's going to look at the stat line and say, hey, he had an outstanding game, but they got to find a way to win. It just tells you it's not all about the quarterback. The team has to all play together.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Got to be a little more creative on the offensive side. When you're down a score here late in the game in the 4th quarter, you got to mix it up. That run is not going to make it work.
He's got a chance to return this one. Still not taken down. Gains 14.
The Raiders bring their offense back onto the field. A long drive the last time they had it, but they got only 3.
Well, here's what they got out of that long drive, too, when you talk about it. I know it was just a field goal, but they tired the defense out. Now they got to take advantage of the fact that that defense is tired and look for some strikes down the field.
But that defense today looks like a bend but don't break kind of defense.
Yeah, that's kind of their style, isn't it? They like to play that way, and that's why it's always important on the offensive side. When you get in position, look for that big play down the field to get in that end zone, and don't keep trying to drive it 5 yards at a time.
The Raiders are up right now, and a big reason why is the offense is coming through. On the season, you see the numbers, and they're not great. But today, they certainly have been in the groove.
Jim, I'll just say this. Finally, all the hard work is paying off. It's starting to show on the field. Boy, but it has been one frustrating year for this offense. He didn't get many yards that time on that run, but he's had a terrific day. When there's an opportunity to get some yards, he's been there to take advantage of it.
The Raiders take it from the 38. He runs with it right up the gut. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
That was a predictable play call here in the fourth quarter. You got a little lead, and you're trying to run the football to run out the clock, but the defense is ready and stopped it for a short game.
The Raiders are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. Airing it out. Intercepted. Finally, we have a defensive play to talk about. That interception here in the fourth is going to be a huge difference maker in this game, you have to think.
Absolutely. Listen, give credit to everybody on the defensive side, the defensive line. The linebacker stayed in position. They were all there. The opportunity came, and they took advantage of it. Defense wasn't fooled by that play call. The defense, even though their team is leading, they were ready for the run, and they stopped the offense that time just for a couple yards.
2nd down and 9.
Handoff made. And that gains a few. In a game where they trail, they do know they can continue to run the football if they choose to. However, they need to find a way to get back into this game in a hurry.
Well, Jim, I'd say keep running the football. There's no rule saying you have to come back in a game from behind by throwing. You can do it with the running game. I believe they can. Dolphins, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
Reaches out and snatches it. That's reception number 4 for him. Taking another look at the stats here, we have a wide receiver who has put together a complete game, Phil.
It has been a tremendous game, Jim, no doubt about it. Now we understand why guys want to be wide receivers in the NFL instead of running back. So many more ways to get the football and much easier to make plays happen once you get it. You know you got a good defense when you can hit the quarterback and sack him when you're only sending your defensive front and no blitzers. The defensive line now shifting to a spread look. They're going to try to pressure the quarterback on this play.
Gains 15. And seeing these stats is really just another big day for this quarterback, Phil.
Well, they say it's a quarterback-driven league, and it is, Jim. Everything is there to help the quarterback play well. And all I can say about this guy, he's driving well today.
3rd and 2.
Here's the handoff.
He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
I would not second-guess the coach if he decides to go for it on 4th down here. You're losing a game. It's in 4th quarter. It's close. You're near midfield, 4th and short. This is a no-brainer. I think you should go for it.
The Dolphins believe they can pick up the first in this short yardage situation and keep the offense on the field. And we're back now as the defense will try to keep the offense off the board late here in the fourth. The Dolphins will go for it here on 4th down and short. They'll go for it on 4th down, late stages. Another carry here. The Dolphins turn the ball over on downs.
And he'll go back to the sideline, kicking himself that they could not find a way to get the first down and kept the drive going as they were on their way for what appeared to be a winning drive.
Well, there's a lot of people to blame on that drive. I don't think anybody did a good job. The offensive line, the receivers, and the quarterback, they're all at fault.
Phil, this quarterback matchup has been a great one today as both have put on quite a show.
Yeah, it's been a great matchup between the quarterbacks. And look, I think the league is loaded with really good quarterbacks. I'm tired of hearing people say, oh, the league doesn't have enough guys. Yeah, they do. There are a lot of good ones. Give them time, and they'll show it to you.
The defense needed to slow this game down. That timeout might be very useful. Now they're ready to go. An extra tight end on the field for this one. The give. And a flag comes out.
Holding. Offense.
The defense accepts the penalty.
Still second down.
Here's the football marked at the 47. Second down and 7. To the ground. They'll mark him at the 41. That'll stop the clock with that timeout. Now third and short following the run. They'll go ground. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. And they're going to call a timeout here to stop the clock. They're able to move the chains after that last run. It's a two tight end formation. Another running play. And the flag comes out.
Holding. Offense.
The defense will take the penalty. Here's the football resting at the 43. First down at the 43. And the tackle is made right around the 39-yard line. Look at the rushing totals for both sides. Neither defense has had much luck slowing down the run.
Well, it's not about luck. It's about trying hard. It's about want to, and I do not see that from the defensive side. That's why the offenses are having so much success running the football here today.
The Raiders have it at the 39. Taken down at the 33. He's now past the 100-yard mark on the day.
Well, when you know you can win the game, but just running the football, then you just run the football. Take no chances. Keep two hands around it at all times, and don't worry about the extra yard.
Takes a knee. And that's going to do it in this wild card matchup. One team moving on to the divisional round, and the other heads home for the long off season. Well, the postseason will march on next week with the divisional round, and it's always sweet to pick up a victory in the postseason. Here, a wild card victory today.
Nothing like it to verify all the hard work you put in during the regular season, and then to back it up with a wild card win. That is, hey, good stuff.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.